complete. It's Okurebunan. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and this Browns defense stands tall. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Moore, the man in motion. Again, they turn to Ford. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team, both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll find Jones again. Complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Julio Jones. 72 yards. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on there.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Hurts will throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Cleveland offense making their way out. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Flacco. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Flacco. He's got his target. That's complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 66 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts. And
defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, second down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. From the gun, Flacco. That's complete. Right around the 8. Touchdown, Browns. 3 touchdown passes now for Joe Flacco. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. They'll throw now on the final play. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run with Ford. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, Flacco. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. On the ground, it's Ford. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Here's Flacco. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll try the left side. 4. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because we see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired. And
that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerome Ford, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead now up to 14. A 10-play drive that time, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Right back to Njoku.
Touchdown! David Njoku. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford on a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 75 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. A red zone first down for Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Cooper. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them another chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Passing play. Flacco. Touchdown, Browns. Jerome Ford, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Browns are starting to pour it on in the game's biggest stage. They are running away with the Super Bowl. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point.
I'm just trying to get practice in, though, man.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
I'm playing against. Like, Madden just juiced these AIs up. Every EA game, the AIs just be juiced up. I don't know.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And out come the Eagles. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And a return.
Hey, I'll catch y'all later. I'm getting pissed off.